What's good, everybody? I'm GG, man, and it's time for me to give you the hip-hop rundown. So first things first, man. I'm starting off with Jalen Rose, man. He basically said that the NFL and the NBA are racist and they are restricting black athletes. You know, let him tell it, man. Peep it.
The sports that are predominantly black are the ones that once you get into them, the goal is for you to feed the system and help the system make as much money as possible before you profit. Basketball and football, predominantly black sports, are the main ones with restrictions after high school. For a while, they had dress code, had salary cap, couldn't smoke weed, had a length of contracts. Like in baseball, you can sign a 10-year deal. In hockey, you can sign a 9-year deal. Ain't in basketball. In tennis, in golf, in NASCAR, you can turn pro after high school. Can't in basketball and football. They're going to force us, and this is a residue of slavery.
I get what you're saying, man, to some degree. But come on, man, we got to keep it funky, man. Jalen, bruh, you know that colleges and universities all across America have a deep-seated interest in maintaining an athletic form system for the NFL and the NBA. First and foremost, some of these universities are partially funded, even their athletic programs, solely by their basketball and football programs. If the basketball and football programs don't exist, the other programs don't get funded at all. And there goes the entire collegiate athletic system. And you know it, bruh. They ain't about to let that go so somebody can go straight from the high school, to the pros, bruh. It ain't about to happen. Second, bruh, there's a social culture that centers around football and basketball. For example, homecoming weeks all across America are centered around football and basketball games. Without these games and without these cultures, the pride and connection that alumni have to the university would be weaker. So no, the university athletic form system ain't about to go nowhere, whether you want to equate it with slavery or not. The fact is that black males gravitate to the sports that they think will give them the highest chance of becoming millionaires and superstars. How many black boys growing up in the hood want to be swimmers, golfers, race car drivers, tennis players, or track and field stars, bruh? Come on, Jalen. The picture is racist to some degree, just like everything in America is. But it's deeper than that and you know it. Or at least if you took the time to reflect on it, you would know it. But hey, who am I, man? Anyway, man, on to some more mundane hip-hop news. Word done got out that Whitney Houston was banging Mr. I Get Around, Tupac Shakur. And it wasn't nothing that the self-proclaimed king of R&B, Bobby Brown, could do about it. Old audio is basically recirculating, revealing that his former wife's relationship with Pac started early on in their marriage when he thought everything was all goody-goody. Now, eventually, of course, we know their relationship ended, but one thing is for certain, her relationship's feelings for Pac didn't. And that became clear on the day that Pac died. Now, Brown in the audio basically said that the two of them were together when the news of his death became public. And Whitney couldn't contain her grief. In fact, according to Brown, she cried for several days. And he knew it was not just her grieving over a friend and a fellow artist, but over an intimate sadness that came from losing a lover. Yeah, man, I know it's old news and tasteless and some BS information. Damn, Bobby. Whitney was for the streets. She was and you was too. But I'll say this. It wasn't right for people to believe that she was the innocent one who got turned out by you, when in actuality, it was you who got turned out by her. Anyway, Bobby, man, I hope you're well and doing good, man, and everything is A-okay. Anyway, man, last but not least, man, it's time to talk about Nore, Ye, and black males apologize. So as you know, the rapper turned podcaster Nore is on an apology tour. After making appearances on Hot 97 and Power 105.1, the Drink Champs host showed up on Apple Music's Rap Life Review to apologize some more for sitting down and interviewing Kanye West. Now let me just say this, man. During the whole interview, bruh, Nore the whole time did nothing but demonstrate that he had an issue with Ye saying the things that he was saying. And you know the reason was he primarily didn't want to hurt his brand, bruh. So he basically was saying, I love the people you talking about. You can't talk like that, Ye. But you know what the ironic thing about all of that is, man? Most of the rappers that come on his show, even though other celebrities have appeared on the show, athletic, superstars and such, but most of the cats that come on your show, man, promote and produce music that glorify killing black people, dope dealing to black people, greed, robbery, and fornication. Because that's the main premise of hip hop right now. I didn't make it that way, the industry did. And the Negroes in the rap game who've allowed themselves to be pimped out by the most clean and slick talking white boys in the music industry for peanuts, whether they be Jews or Gentiles, they part of the blame too, bruh. That's right, I done said it. I ain't got no problem saying it, man. Most of you rap cats don't mind pulling out them sticks and blicks on your own people and showing how hood and how real you are. See, that ain't controversial at all. But what is controversial is having a problem with white people and hurting their feelings because you don't want to get canceled or you don't want to hurt your brand. Let me tell you something, man. And this goes out to both black and white people, but mostly the black people, especially you tap dance and rap cats. Racism is not a feeling. Racism is not an attitude. Racism is not how you see other people as less than you are. That's what we call prejudice. We can condemn it. We can say it's morally problematic. We can make a case against it, but it ain't illegal. Racism, on the other hand, is a system of exploitation and violence, managed violence, in fact, that utilizes social, economic, legal, and institutional power to negatively impact the lives of outgroup people. That's what it is. I harken back to the words of James Baldwin, man, who once said that to be black and conscious in America is to be in a constant state of rage. But guess what, man? Guess who ain't raging? Guess who ain't conscious? Guess who walks around smiling and laughing and drinking and smoking and apologizing? Us. Black men do. We don't stand up. At the first sign of pressure from the very people that utilize wicked systems of controlled violence, exploitation, and coercion, we crack. We crack like eggshells because we ain't got no backbone. We don't want white people to feel bad when they have no problem with placing us in conditions that lead to our derision and our death. So you tap dancing cats have created a social condition in which words or rage against oppression becomes perceived as more harmful than the systems of oppression itself. Now Ye himself, like Nick Cannon and so many others before him, are walking around apologizing and genuflecting. Man, you guys ain't my heroes, bruh. You guys ain't ready to lead the culture nowhere but down to the depths of despair, bruh. Yeah, I said it, man. I'm keeping it real and funky, man. I'm GG, man. I'll holler at y'all on the next one. I'm done with this, bruh.